This is the Australia Report with Vic Alhadeff. Good day, mate.
Vic Alhadeff, a very good morning to you. Hope you are well.
Good morning, Howard. Apologies, my voice is a little croaky today, so
Oh, wow.
I hope you can hear me.
We can hear you. I hope it's not putting too much pressure on you. You really don't sound well. So I do wish you a speedy recovery. Let's just talk about a professor at the Royal Commission recounts an office invasion and even death threats.
That's right. So we've had a lot of focus on the universities at the Royal Commission. And the one you're referring to, his name is Stephen Prower. He's a physics professor at Melbourne University. And he told a chilling story. He arrived at his office one morning to find about 20 people inside his office with their faces concealed by keffiyehs and masks. And they said, "We've been waiting for you. Why don't you come in and have a chat?" And he was pretty concerned by this because he didn't know who the people were. He didn't know what their intentions were. And he said, and this was just only a very short while after October 7, so he was concerned. And he said he tried to leave the office to contact security on campus, and they began chanting, his name is Stephen Prower, Prower, you can't hide, you're guilty of genocide.
Oh, my word.
The police were called, the group was told it was trespassing, and he said he believed he had been targeted because he's on a PhD program together with the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, and he works with Israeli academics. Excuse me. And he said, joint programs with overseas universities are normal for academics, etc., etc. But this went on. 4 students were eventually disciplined over the incident, but he was never told who they were, which added to his concern. And then a little while after that, a sign outside the university saying, "Death to Israel, death to USA, death to Stephen Prower himself." So he remains very concerned by all of the above, has never been told the identities of who these people were, and very unhappy with the way that this entire incident has played out.
Wow, it is. It's just, what has the response been to something like that, to somebody recounting this in 2026 in Australia? It is an absurdity.
Well, and it goes to what has happened in the last few days is that many of the vice chancellors of the most prominent universities in the country have been called to the Royal Commission. And here's the interesting part of the story. It ranges from the Australian National University in Canberra, which had encampments for 110 days, to Western Sydney University, which had 0 encampments. 0. And why is that, you ask? Because of leadership. So there was incredible leadership at Western Sydney University, which, I may add, is in the hearts of many immigrants from Western countries, from Middle Eastern countries, and yet they had 0 encampments. Monash University, also the encampments lasted only 17 days, again, because the Vice-Chancellor showed leadership. Both, I might say, women leaders at both of these 2 universities, where the Vice-Chancellor at Monash said she became aware that the chants, Zionists are not welcome, that was anti-Semitic, that was a watershed. She set up CCTV cameras, called in security, ranging from that to 110 days at Australian National Universities and Sydney University, where the encampments were 56 days, but 139 tenths, which is beyond chilling.
So it becomes very, very clear that you can control it if you choose to.
And that is what has become very apparent. And Sharon Pickering, the chancellor at Monash University, when she said she saw on the fourth day, on the very soon after the encampment started, she saw these chants. She set up CCTV cameras. She called in security. She had these posters removed when she saw that chants like Zionists are not welcome, that from the river to the sea, that this was anti-Semitic. And she made it clear that the university would not tolerate thinly disguised anti-Semitism.
Absolutely.
And so she's set incredible leadership. And then even more so, Professor Jennifer Westacott, Chancellor of Western Sydney University. And she has been doing a lot of media since she appeared at the commission in the last couple of days, where she said you have to have clarity and consistency. And I made it clear that, yes, you can have freedom of speech, you can protest, but you cannot cross the line into hate speech. And she had not one tent on her campus.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was just incredible.
Yeah. Well,
incredible leadership. And then
right. And that does show
compare and contrast to
right.
that.
Exactly. Vic, I'm going to leave it there because I can hear you struggling. I appreciate the effort that you put in to bring us this news, but I'm a little worried about you. Just look after yourself, and hopefully next week when we chat to you, you'll be feeling much better.